Dr. Dan's bumper, 1,000 bits.
Welcome. Thank you for the hype train completion. That'll make for a great day today, man. Thank you very much. Special guest for the entire show. In fact, I'll be, I think from here, we're going to do a Clem Jim deal.
Oh,
maybe.
It should be a Clem Nap deal.
Oh, yeah. It might be a Clem Nap deal. Did you sleep okay in my spare bedroom, Alex?
Are you kidding? I slept like a baby. I felt like I was back in my mother's womb. I mean, the room was so cold. I was wrapped up in that blanket. I mean, I felt,
Like I was wrapped up in my mother's womb.
I mean, I felt like I was back in there. I was in a time machine. I was so cold. It was so, I felt, I've never felt more nurtured in my life, Bubba. I'm telling you, now I know why. Hulk Hogan, now I know why he wants to live with you. I would live with you too, but I'm moving. I'm serious. I'm moving to Tampa, Florida. I don't care what they say. I'm coming here. I'm moving to this great state of Florida.
We had a great time. By the way, welcome to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, Monday, September 26th. The entire crew, including Dan here, and then a new add-on for the day, the Alex Stein, YouTube sensation, comedian, getting ready to do other big things as well. He got in. He was supposed to get in on Friday. No, you were supposed to get in on Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday night, and then I had
like 8.
Yeah, and I had to speak. I totally forgot I had a speaking deal, so I had to do the
At
old
the Conservative Hispanic Convention.
Yes, yeah, the breakfast taco convention, and that's what Jill Biden said. Jill Biden called Mexicans breakfast tacos, which is that's not considered racist. But let me tell you something. Because AOC, my favorite big booty Latina.
Oh, Blitz, I'm so sorry.
Good morning.
Morning.
I was wondering if I made you mad or something.
I've said a few things. I'm like, wow, no one popped on any of those things I said. I was like, I thought at least one of those were funny.
But then you're like, man, maybe I ain't funny anymore.
I thought one of those was good.
Bubba's going to come to me and put Alex Stein in my chair because Alex was shot out of a cannon.
T-shirt world, 1,000 bits.
Alex, but is not Bubba like the funnest guy in the world to hang out with? Aren't you disappointed you missed an extra day?
No, I'm coming back. No,
Okay.
honestly, no. I mean, really and truly, my Bubba cherry got popped, and now I'm not a virgin anymore. And everybody needs to go meet Bubba, hang out with Bubba. And this is the other difference between Bubba and a lot of these guys. Bubba's accessible. He's a man of the people. He's not one of these guys that's hoity-toity that sits, on his glass or mansion or sits on his crystal throne. Whatever the saying is, I don't even know the cliche, but I'm telling you, this is a man of the people, funny, nice. I mean, gosh, he handed out 500 beers. He was giving beers. People didn't even want a beer. Bubba was making them have a beer. I mean, he was
but
bunch of drunk 9-year-olds.
But all of my crew really, like Anna was passing out beers, Blitz was passing out beers on the grill. Lummy was an ambassador. We had Colton as
Merch
as
Crick was a rock star.
Merch Crick, Susan Poitras.
Wizzy.
Mitch the Mark, Wizzy, am I missing a few? I know I'm
White Iced Tea. You forgot White Iced Tea.
White Iced Tea. Tease was there.
Mm-hmm.
Tease was all over. Tease is my favorite. I mean, I have toxoplasmosis from my cats. I think Tease has 27 cats. So we love you, Tease. Thank you for being a big supporter.
Cats than you.
Oh, she does, and she was giving me a lot of cat critiques and
now,
inside baseball.
I don't know if you're familiar with this or not, but our boy Jeff formerly from Touch, now with Generac.
Yeah, he's there.
He gave us a badass generator. Unfortunately, whoever plugged it in didn't plug it in correctly, so the battery was dead. But Blitz, would you think anything like Blitz had a jumper box in his backpack along with Narcan,
EpiPens,
flares. We loaded everything up, and I turned the key and it went click. And I went, oh, no. And they're like, you're ribbing us. And I'm like, well, we try it again. And I went, click. And everyone went, we're stuck here. And I said, no, you know what? I think I have a jump box.
I got a jump box, Willie, along with Narcan, ammunition, flashbangs, whatever you could potentially.
I hooked my jump box up, fired right up, and we drove home, no problem.
All right. Now, Lummy, so I'm talking to Jeff from Generac, and he's like, listen, you go ahead and told me to keep that generator,
oh, nice.
Now, but hold on. So then Blitz steps in and says, actually, Lummy doesn't have a generator for his house, so let's let Lummy have that one, and I'm just going to get my Honda started.
Bubba said, oh, good. He goes, now that I have this one, I was like, I don't even need to get the Honda. I got this one. I was like, Bubba, you've got a couple we can get running. Lummy needs one.
So, Lummy, I'm giving that. It was gifted to me, but I'm gifting it to you. Full-time keepers, no taker-backers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
I thought it was just for the hurricane.
no, I think.
Oh.
Well,
But like,
he-
like
That's a
when we need to
gift?
use it though.
Oh, yeah, of course.
yeah, I mean, if we need to use it, then then it's
Give it
taker-backers.
back,
It's
but-
taker-backers, but it's only temporary take-it-backers.
Oh, thank you.
On the deal.
Wow.
Lovey, can I borrow it till Thursday?
Yes, well, Dr. Dan,
actually-
I'll deliver it to you
Dan,
if I'm good. with
Dan,
that.
you don't have a generator? In that $6 million home, you don't have a
Well,
generator?
it's got a
I would
second
need
house.
like 10 of them to work.
Well, that or you could just get like
A
a
whole home.
35, KW.
Yeah.
They're like about 60 grand.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I've only, I've had to evacuate like maybe 4 times in almost 20 years there, so I'm not that worried about it. It's right by the base, so we don't lose power.
that's true. Anyway, everybody stepped up. Alex did like an hour live thing from our YouTube, just completely shot out.
Yeah.
And we have so many things to talk about. We had a Warren Sapp high spot in the box. We had Alex got lost coming home on the e-bikes.
Oh, come on.
No, he did. He did. And so then I get down to about almost where let me see, Boy Scout and West Shore. I almost get, and I'm like, Alex.
Oh, so he's not there?
He's like,
Nope.
no. So I go back like another mile, and he's stuck. He goes, well, I just got stuck behind a car, and then I had to say hi to Lemmy and Ashley, and then I couldn't find you, but I have my GPS right here, and I think I knew I had to turn it to easy car rental, make a left. I'm like, okay, buddy, but are you in any condition to drive this e-bike? It's like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to get a 4-piece McNugget with a 6 chaser. You don't even understand. I am starving, though. When we come back to your apartment, can we get it? I saw a cheese pizza. Can I have a cheese pizza? Like, yeah, buddy, but you got to stay on my app. Like, you got to follow me, buddy. You don't know. I want to. And then he's going live, and he's doing videos for Instagram, and he's doing Twitch videos, and then it's just, oh my Lord.
No, Bubba, it was insane. No, I almost got in an accident. I mean, but Bubba was flying through there like he was, Mario Andretti on his little bike. I mean, it's an e-bike, and we're in and out of Tampa traffic. Everybody's on fentanyl. They've been drinking all day. I'm trying to be
Bucks are lost.
cautious. Yeah, the Bucks lost. I mean, you should have.
Everybody's just deflated.
Oh, Bubba, and getting out of that stadium, I mean, there was. I saw.
Dan, we made the biggest mistake. So we're in your box, Dan, right?
Right.
Well, you got to take the elevator down.
Right, mistake.
Okay, so I saw those stairs, but it only takes you to the club level, right? So me and Alex take these stairs, and then we get fed into this massive cattle call to the escalator.
Oh,
But then Alex thought he was Nate Newton from the from
Yeah.
from the Cowboys, and he's literally pushing people over and everything but then. Alex, could the bike rack not have been more conveniently located?
Oh, I mean, it was right outside the stadium. I mean, it was inside the team shop. I mean, we were on the bikes, we were on the road, and
then you get easily distracted. He's like, "There's Lemmy and Ashley." I'm like, we can't really stop, buddy. Like we gotta keep
I know
going.
you took off Bubba. Alex stops, and I'm like, well, I think Bubba's mad that we stopped him. I mean,
Well, no, but I mean, you
had to get going.
Well, here's the deal: they only hold that traffic for so long, and then they
Oh,
let it go.
yeah, and then people don't realize, and I got some good footage of this, because the streets were shut down. It was just Bubba and I on e-bikes, and we had the whole entire highway to ourselves. It was it felt like something out of an apocalypse movie or
Blitz
something.
from Tampa Bay Avenue clear to Boy Scout. They had it completely blocked off. They weren't allowing traffic there.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, Alex, if we hurry, we'll have all 5 lanes of Dale Mabry all by ourselves. Just him and I on the e-bike, and we did.
Yeah, but when they opened it back up, those cars were zooming by us in the bike lane.
That's when you got caught up in the deal.
Yeah. No, when they opened that thing up.
You actually looked, because you'd had a few and you were a little tuned up. You actually looked like you were a little scared.
A little bit, honestly, I was. I mean, some of those people, the look in their eyes of the defeat and the sorrow. When you see a grown man wearing the jersey, almost crying, and then his team just lost after drinking all day, and I'm in a bike. And to be honest, these South Floridian drivers, they're insane for the Ukraine. Yeah,
and we have no lights on our bike because we're outlaws.
Oh, no lights, and we're both wearing Bubba Army black T-shirts.
Yeah.
I remember saying that as we
we're going down this road, and he goes, well, it probably didn't help that we have black T-shirts on. I go, Alex, we're almost home, buddy.
I mean, Bubba was 6 feet in front of me. I couldn't even see him. It was so dark at one point. I mean, I could hear him, but I couldn't see him.
You're aware those e-bikes have lights, right? You just got to turn them on.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to. Yeah,
he could barely ride.
I can barely turn myself on at this point.
He could barely keep himself on at this point.
It was wild though, but I'm telling you, the experience of going to that game too, we're sitting in the box and I turn around and the heat that there's Warren Sapp there. Just the experience is one of the most unforgettable games. Yeah, I mean, just one of the most unforgettable games ever.
Dan, that's really Pat Malone's genuinely your friend. Like that's your buddy.
Oh, he's awesome. And
No, it's a Maroon or
Maroon.
Yeah, Pat Maroon, number 14.
Pat Maroon.
Is he number 4? Lummy, is he 14?
Yeah, he's 14.
Number 14 for the Lightning, and he is just a cool guy.
He's a really cool guy. He invited me over to his house afterwards. He's a great guy. His wife is beautiful.
Oh my God, me and
Beautiful.
Alex.
Wow, his wife is beautiful.
Hold on, me and Alex were conveniently, strategically sitting. Well, one time you were shoulder to shoulder, then you got yoked out of that area. Alex, you were sitting right beside her.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what you were trying to.
Nah, I wasn't even trying to pull some. She's. I mean,
she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's the real deal. I mean,
And then
she's got
friend
she's stiff too, man. She's so stiff.
Oh, yeah.
Italian
Oh,
chick.
she cuts a promo.
Well, when you're married to Pat, Malone or Maroon, Pat Maroon, and he's noted as the fighter, the goon on the team that takes the bad guy out. Yeah, I'm thinking as a wife, you got to be kind of stiff. Right, he probably looks at her and says, "Hey, you want to go?
Yeah,
you want to go?
Know how to take a punch.
You want to go? Yeah."
He's not really afraid of anyone.
No, when Sapp started getting a little uppity,
he was ready to go.
He was the first one. Who was the guy that said out? Who was that guy?
Oh, that was
a linebacker from FSU.
Yes, he was an All-American linebacker at Florida State, Kirk Carruthers. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated when he was in college. He was a superstar.
He looks like Super Jimmy Clevis, does he not?
He's still shredded. I hadn't seen him in years.
Who do you think would win in a fight between him and Jimmy Clevis?
The problem is that
Jimmy's a wrestler.
I know Jimmy's a wrestler, but Carruthers is just an amazing professional caliber athlete who's still both of those guys are still shredded,
they
still
look
in
like
shape.
each other's best brothers.
It would be an ugly, ugly, ugly fight. I've seen Kirk get hit in the head with like a baseball bat essentially, and just look at the guy like you're dead now.
Yeah, I don't even want those two to fight because they're both good-looking men.
It'd be ugly, dude.
Who do you think?
Ruin any faces.
If they were both single, who do you think would pull more ass?
I mean, I think Jimmy is really good at pulling ass, but Carruthers is really fun, and he's like the life of the party. He's the party.
He's more funnier
Jimmy
than Jimmy.
Paul, yeah. So Carruthers would like have the party going on, and Jimmy would be plucking girls from the corner.
Kind of like what you used to do to your brothers when you went to FSU.
Exactly. Just get those like slow-moving cows.
Now, is it me? So every one of us,
the little calf, they can't keep up.
Every one of us had a ton of interaction with. Now, where did Alex go? Is he?
He's coming back.
Diet Dr. Pepper, breakfast of champions.
Yeah.
Now, do you prefer Diet Dr. Pepper versus Dr. Pepper Zero?
I actually like the diet better because I'm addicted to the aspartame.
Okay.
You're addicted to a lot of things.
I'm
Alex.
addicted to a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's calcifying my brain. Yes.
I've had a bunch of people say that they like the Diet Dr. Pepper more than
I gotta
Dr.
tell you,
Pepper
Blitz,
Zero.
the Diet Pepper, the Dr. Pepper Zero diet game is as strong as any. Like, it's better than the Coke game. It's better than the Pepsi game. It's better than the Mountain Dew. I mean,
really?
Dr. Pepper's 0 calorie game is strong.
See, I like Pepsi Zero.
Oh, that's okay. You're a homosexual. First of all, you guys can thank me too because
Pepsi Zero is that
You say that
ginseng.
like it's a bad thing.
yeah. Well, no, that is a good thing actually. No, that is.
We
good.
are very, just to let you know, Alex, this show's very pro-homosexual.
Oh, I know. Bottom Boy was the biggest hit of the tailgate.
Oh, I
I mean,
know.
he was the
What a
star of the
champion.
show.
But
I mean, really.
anyway, each and everybody, is it me or the handful of Canadians that we all met because we were all, interviewing.
All the hockey players?
No. I'm talking.
No,
they're
the Packers fans.
They're just the Canadian. I met like 4 sets of Canadian people.
You were saying, don't you know, for like an hour.
Don't you know? Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah, from Alberta.
And oh my God, the Canadians are so friendly and so nice. And we only had one, really one person there that didn't like us, and that was the masked douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Let me say this.
Oh yeah, Alex went and
I
interviewed
missed this
him,
guy.
and so Alex, hold on. If I can just preface your story, Alex, then I'm going to let you handle it. You let it rip. Alex comes to me after I tell Alex Alex comes to me and said, "Who's the douchebag that's still fighting?" And I go, "Oh, he's not the douchebag. He's trying to hide his identity because he's an Anna stalker, and he's come to the studio a few times and he hates Anna, but he stalks her." So I don't understand.
Didn't he love me at one point?
Well,
or?
he loved you at one point.
Okay.
So, but he's a real douchebag, and Blitz already has his coordinates, where he lives, what his grandma is.
I don't know if I'd use the word douchebag. You're just more creepy than anything.
So first thing Alex says is, "Oh, well, I'm gonna go interview him." I'm like, oh, "Okay,
I'm
buddy."
thinking this is not the move.
Oh yeah. So Alex goes, and I see Alex throwing all of his curveballs at him. You're this, you're that. Are you gay? Are you afraid to announce your gayness? Do you, like what? Like what's your deal? What's your deal, buddy?
Bestiality.
You're into beast. Oh, you know what? I bet you're into bestiality. At that point, I understand why you want to not show your face. Come on. What are you afraid of? So then Alex greases him with all of them. Alex comes back and goes, I think that guy's going to drive to Dallas and kill me.
Oh, for 100%. Because listen, so Bubba described it right, but there's this guy. He's creeping and he's sitting behind a tree. So we're parked right on the railing. We
He's
had
literally behind a tree.
Yes, he was behind the tree.
No,
Oh,
Dan,
I'm
behind a
serious,
tree.
dog. Behind a tree, and we're sitting
A
right
tree
on.
that's from me to Alex, like not even a far away tree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like
I
hiding
mean,
behind a stop sign.
Hold on.
A tree that's within our area.
And he was drinking a Pabst with a straw.
I mean, the tree was so close we could just turn our head. We could see him on the other side of the tree. You know what I mean? I mean, it wasn't like. But this is the thing, because he's sitting there and he's wearing this mask. But this isn't some sort of Corona mask. This is like some sort of military hygiene gator thing. I mean, it
was like robbing a bank mask.
Yeah, it only had eye holes. And then he's sipping beer, but he has a big straw. He's such a freak. He doesn't even want to show the bottom half of his face. So he has a straw into his beer, into his mask. And this isn't just some regular straw. This is like some sort of Amazon gimmick, $10 plastic straw, 14-inch. It was a very unusual thing. And just, I'm all about vibrational energy. And this guy had this energy just exuding from him that's like, wow, this guy's demonic. So I start kind of, I go up to him. I go, hey, dude, what's the deal with the mask? I mean, come on, you don't have to wear the mask. We're all friends here. He says, oh, well, this is what started it off. He goes, oh, well, I'm allergic to the sun. Well, I go, you're basically wearing a cutoff T-shirt. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm like, if you're allergic to the sun, what's going on with your arms, bud? And then he's like, oh, well, I mean, I put
sunscreen on my arms.
Yeah, he said. And then I go, why don't you put it on your face? And then I'm like, so what's going on? What's the deal? He's like, oh, well, I'm just, just drinking my beer. And he's silent. And I go, what's your name? He goes, Peter. And I go, Peter what? He goes, Peter, F off. And then when he said that, I was like, all right, let's just, we're not playing these reindeer games, bud. Come on, you need to get out of here. You got to go.
Yeah.
Because his tune was just so negative. He's sitting there, he's drinking that beer. I felt like at any moment,
Alex Stein's. Hey man, the only person got kicked out of our tailgate was kicked out by Alex Stein.
Yeah, and I feel bad. And honestly, for this guy, this creepy guy, he's so scary. When I got home last night,
he sent me a note too that we briefly read. But
the guy did.
Yeah, it's like a BTK killer. It was crazy.
He walked over me, and I wasn't even paying attention. I think I was talking to Wizzy or Susan Poitras or something, and he just handed me a note that's in an envelope that said sponge. And I handed it right to Blitz. I'm like,
he didn't say hi or.
It was all printed out.
And it was folded so weird, Bubba. Did you remember how weird it was folded in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I handed it to Blitz. I figured that whoever,
Is there pattern in it?
I mean, Blitz is probably under. I think Blitz has already got a DNA on it. Unless the guy used gloves, Blitz knows everything.
Let's fudge some horses.
5,000. Let's fudge some horrors. 5,000.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that horn loud enough for you, Alex?
Oh yeah, no, it's freaking me out. I got a little PTSD. But I want to say this too.
A little PTSD, a little bit of I think your whole life's PTSD.
It's just a fever dream that's just never ending. I can't break this fever. But no, and then as soon as we get home, I go to Bubba. I go, you know what? As soon as we get on the airwaves, I'm apologizing to that guy. I don't want him to come to my house and kill my cats. I mean, he had that. This guy, his face when you looked into his eyes.
He would have already killed Anna by now if anybody was going to get killed.
Well, yeah. I mean, he probably is a soy boy.
Plus, we got him in check. He is a soy boy, and we got him in check with Blitz. He knows. Blitz knows where he lives. Blitz knows everything about him. So we got him in check. Like, that little thing that he did yesterday was just his way of trying to get a little of attention.
He got it. He got the attention that he wanted,
He's
though,
probably,
Bubba.
honest to God, like just straight has his pants down to his knees going crazy on himself right now.
You think he's got the Jergens? You think he's jerking with the Jergens right now?
I think he's going.
Everybody's talking about him right now.
He's probably
he
already
did a good
completed.
job.
He probably already has maybe caught 2 or 3 of them just right there. And if Anna would happen to do like a double bicep right now, maybe like a little, little pouty lips. It might take him to his 4th. Yeah, there he hates her. He hates her, and she ruins the show and a lot of yada. But it was just a year ago they just showed up with roses at the front gate for her.
Was he the guy that had the overalls?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy?
Yes.
Oh,
he
is
in studio,
weird.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember.
I mean, weird. Just his energy. I'm telling you, nothing positive about it, because you can kind of look at a person and tell what they're about.
Almost the same defeated energy we felt when we were getting herded on down to the escalator. Is this him on the air?
Speaking of weirdos, no, this is a different weirdo.
Hello.
Hey, brother, Tampa Terry, top caller to the show here, calling in from Canada.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, we survived the hurricane up here. I just wanted to say, we're big fans of Alex Stein up here in Canada, brother. He did a real good job on that deal in Ontario, brother. God bless you, Alex Stein, brother. And we really liked that YouTube deal yesterday, too, brother.
This is one of our chronic callers. We call him Tampa Terry.
I follow Tampa Terry back. No, Tampa Terry is all over my Instagram.
Yeah,
this guy's awesome. You had to
yeah,
follow him back.
He's
Tampa
a
Terry's
good
great.
dude. He's just always living the gimmick. Like, we could never get him to come off the gimmick. We're like, Tampa Terry, get off the gimmick and just, be like, talk real for once. He's like, I can't do that, brother. It's just my real big deal. Bag of milk, Trudeau, blah, 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 blah.
Bag of milk.
All that.
Well, I can sympathize with that. Sometimes you kind of want to do the gimmick. That's kind of why, and that's kind of the bad thing with the corona is Bubba, people like the mask. They like to hide behind the mask because they want to be somebody else. They kind of want to hide behind something. So you know what? The gimmick.
Wish he had a body mask. I could put my whole body behind it.
I mean, if he wants to do the gimmick, do the gimmick. Who cares?
From the eyes up, I look hot as hell. I mean,
Yeah.
if you could only see my eyes up and you couldn't see
We'll get
my
you a
face.
burqa.
Wait, no, we got to talk about what about that clip last night, Bubba? We were watching. That was the real Clem Jim 2.0, Bubba. You remember we were watching that you on Stern last night, and you looked like a bodybuilder in that clip. We really need to put that one up.
We're going to the Clem Gym, my friend.
You guys were watching me watch myself?
Well,
No. I pulled up an old Howard clip,
He did.
and Bubba happened to be on it. It's him
okay.
fighting with Ronnie the limo driver on
and
Stern.
I look like Jesus. I look great.
He's
don't
in
I?
a cutoff shirt. He's in like the match, and he's in like a workout
earrings.
outfit. I mean,
Yeah.
it was
Oh, I look good.
he was on.
And
he
Alex
was-
really makes, as we're eating pizza, getting ready to go to bed, the worst thing you could do for yourself nutritionally, Alex showing me when I'm at my best. Like,
Yeah, but you did put half the pizza away. I swear it worked. I'm sure. Dr. Diaco, he has a full pizza, and we watch this clip, and Bubba goes, "Hun, put the other half of the pizza away. I
That's
don't want
good.
this."
See?
Yeah, so he's
It's changing
funny.
habits.
You could eat it for
I wanted
breakfast.
pizza so bad last
That's
night.
what he said. He said, "I'm going to eat it for breakfast."
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
we,
so
got,
hungry.
we had the Presto machine going and
Oh, did
everything.
you?
Yeah.
Of course
Oh
you did.
my gosh, that's a good device. I'm telling you, Bubba's, he's got every bell and whistle. He's got a special deal, this doohickey. It'll rotate the pizza and cook
we
it at
know.
the
Oh, yeah,
perfect
we all-
Christmas.
we all have
I
We've
mean,
done it multiple times on the show.
yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, this thing is, this
You
is
can
going to.
literally have, when you're on the air, Alex, you can have it over there just making right
And,
there.
and we have.
And
Yeah, we've turned this place into a
We do-
7-Eleven.
We do big
It's
pizza
great.
parties. Anyway, Tampa Terry,
Yeah.
anything else you got, my friend? I think I'm all for immigration now, Canadian-only immigration. Because
Yeah,
all
let's
the-
open the northern border.
Yes.
We're glad to hear that Canada survived that horrible hurricane.
Yeah, we're getting
Oh,
ready to
God.
we're getting ready to brace down for
Eon.
and now it
Ian.
looks like anyway. Tampa Terry, good. Thank you very much for participating and continue to follow Alex Stein, the one-way son of a bitch, because I promote his site, but he never promotes mine.
Oh, come on, Bubba, please.
All that footage that you're
No,
gonna
he
put
did.
up.
No,
I
but
was
I
on
did-
Instagram last night. He was doing it.
No, but I did get cooked because one picture I take a picture with Hall of Famer Warren Sapp, and Bubba's face is covered, and then I only tagged Warren Sapp. Everybody in the
Oh,
comments,
yeah.
what about Bubba? All
can
the
see-
Bubba
you
Army
can
came
see-
after me
yeah.
in the comments.
The first picture as you're scrolling, you see is
Oh, it's so
of Alex
funny.
Stein and Warren Sapp, and then if you look, you can see a sliver of
You
Bubba's
see his
face.
nose and his hand. Hey, there's
Bubba,
Bubba.
I got crushed in the comments. Why did you tag Bubba? What? I go,
Let's
well,
fuck some horse and
I didn't even know you were in the
yeah.
picture.
So Alex, all the video. I mean, you shot a ton of video. I know you'll be editing it and putting it up on
Probably
various
tonight.
places.
Yes, on the plane.
So, like, if you could maybe tag us a little bit so we could pick up 5
No,
or
I-
6, maybe YouTubers. I mean, you got almost 300,000.
I
mean,
know, Bubba. Come on, let me tell you something. And
There's
this is
10,000. It'll come my way immediately if you just tell them.
Oh, Bubba, I'm telling you, this is the first of many trips together of content collaborations. I'm just saying, I'm moving. I wasn't kidding. When I first said that, I'm going to buy a second home here in Florida because this is the place. This is where it's at, guys.
Listen,
best.
Tucker has broadcast facilities in Florida. A lot of people, do their show from Florida. You could, even could do your show here from here.
Yeah, and I want to say this too. You guys are kind of just being very flippant about the hurricane, but I'm telling you, I've gotten 100 messages from people in Texas. Are you going to make it out alive? Everybody else across America is scared to death of this
None of
hurricane.
us are.
Yeah,
No.
everybody here in Florida, they
No.
could care less.
No, I mean,
not
it's
worried at all.
nothing.
And here, we just don't we're kind of. The average dude now is starting to get a little concerned,
Well, I mean,
to the point where we're making sure that our generators will start. We all got water.
This is what we do.
We move boats.
And we move boats. And Alex, you saw that I have a whole bunch of fuel here at the studio. I got like 20 gallons of fuel.
Yeah, at the studio, no, he's got a lot. I mean, he got the fuel, you got the racing fuel, and then there was something. I think it was T's telling me she went to the bank, she got her cash because the banks don't, the ATMs don't work when there's no power. So yeah, I mean, there are some people taking a few precautions, but I mean, people here couldn't,
But
give two craps.
I don't know if I can get in trouble by putting a generator on my balcony on my apartment. I don't think you can you?
No, I mean,
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm
cares?
not answering my door.
Just don't put it
Yeah.
inside. Keep it outside so it can breathe.
Dan, I'm not going to put it inside.
I'm telling our
and-
listeners. I'm telling our listeners.
Bubba,
PSA.
there's many people that die for every hurricane because
Every-
they either put the generator in their living room or almost even worse. They put it in their garage and close their garage, thinking that they're fine, and it gets in the house and it kills them.
If you do put it in your garage, you have to open up the garage door at least about 2 feet.
Yeah, and just in general, don't put it in your garage, but
open it up all the way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but I mean, I've heard that 2 feet, is
the magic number.
Is the minimum, is the absolute minimum.
I mean, be smart. Put the generator at the edge of the garage, with the exhaust facing out, and you're probably fine.
Right.
But generally, just don't do that unless you know what you're doing.
Now, so here's the latest track on Ian. By the way, Alex gets out today, so Alex, you'll be watching this probably, hopefully thinking about it. It's now like 2 days ago. It had it going. I'm guilty of not ever thinking Tampa's going to get hit, because it always has a wind shear and always goes west.
Which is why Tampa's in existence, because for thousands and thousands of years the Hurricanes have just missed us.
Yeah, they always just miss us. Now it's looking like, here's the latest track. It's looking like it's just going to miss us, but we're going to be in the outer band of the northeast side, which isn't the worst. Band. It's actually, Blitz, I think, the most favorable side of a hurricane.
You're absolutely incorrect.
Oh, so we're at the worst.
The worst side is the east side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we're on the wrong side.
I thought the west side was the worst because the water, the energy starts.
I learned they move counterclockwise, Bubba, if that helps.
Oh, you're right.
The big problem is, Bubba,
You're right, Anna. Sorry.
If it hits north of us, which it likely will, it's going to cross us during a high tide.
Yeah, we're going to have a
bad storm surge during a high tide.
I was watching Dennis Phillips last night, and he said basically
with a 9.5 inch penis.
Yes, and suspenders.
Yeah.
He said anyone west of 19 in Pinellas County should be worried.
Anybody west of okay.
And that's pretty far east inland.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Can you imagine where I used to live, man?
My parents are screwed.
Yeah, he basically said, like, if this thing comes just like this right now during high tide, we're going to see higher tides than we've ever seen before in Pinellas County.
In the history of the free living world?
Yep.
Wow.
My dad refuses to leave, too.
Now, us being inlet, we're Tampa.
Yes, we are definitely inlet.
No, but I'm saying, like, from west of 19. We're far east of that.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
is the actual Gulf in play more so than the open sea? Like the inlet, like Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Yes. Well, the problem is, Bubba, the way it rotates, if it comes up the way we think it will, that counterclockwise rotation is going to drive a lot of water into Tampa Bay, which will cause a lot of
storm surge.
What about
flooding in like Davis Island? Astilia's fine, dude. You'll be fine here.
No, I know we get
we'll be screwed.
Dan, if there's a bad rain, we get ankle high water up to the door.
In the pond.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
and
only on that side, from that door.
We'll tape that door up.
Well, it won't do any good.
The buildings of
the
warehouse.
Metal buildings aren't sealed.
Are they leaky?
Well, no, they're just it's a
Not
warehouse.
sealed,
Hey, Bubba, let me work this angle for you guys. You guys probably aren't thinking this. I'm
trying to sell me an insurance
well,
policy.
No,
real fast.
well, that is how. That's actually how a real estate guy debunked climate change. He said all the real estate on the beach. Why is it not getting cheaper if climate change? If we're all going to be underwater. But let me tell you about this angle, though. So right now they have technology. It's called cloud seeding technology, where in China and the UK you can pay so there will not be rain at your wedding. So they have weather modification devices, right?
It's basically dry ice they drop into the air.
What I'm just saying is they can put stuff and they can make storms worse. They can make storms bad. And I'm telling you, this is just an angle. This is just me with my tinfoil hat on. This is me as my conspiracy theorist. I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to have some sort of, Hurricane Katrina 2.0 happen in Florida, because Ron DeSantis is so hot.
Killing it.
No, I'm just saying.
You gotta cool him down.
They got to cool him down somehow, because Florida is winning so big. So, the Florida's #1. That's the target if they can somehow. Because look at Gavin Newsom. He's losing all of his residents to Florida. Everybody's coming from California to Florida. That's why he's running ads on Fox News. He's running ads in Florida. Gavin, he's going to be the nominee on the Democratic side coming up in 2024.
And so Ron's so hot, you got to bring a Cat 4 to cool him down.
And they do that, Bubba. It sounds insane, and I know that sounds crazy, but they're going to try.
So you're saying that George Soros is?
I'm saying George Soros. I'm
Sponsored
telling
this hurricane.
I'm telling you, the Illuminati. They're all
we
sitting
got
there.
George Soros planes going there and make this thing more intense and to steer more east.
Oh yeah, because look, you saw Dr. Diaco talking about, it's going to come at high tide. You know, they know how to create the perfect storm. They know every gimmick and every work.
You know
and
what?
every
Actually,
angle.
Ron DeSantis should use that as a marketing deal, saying, I'm so goddamn hot, they had to send a hurricane to cool me down.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I hope that's not the case. I wouldn't be surprised.
He did a Top Gun. He did a Top Gun video, right? Did you see his Top Gun
video? Of course, yeah, duh.
All right,
yeah.
well, I mean, what's more topical right now than this big-ass hurricane? It would be very, calloused, and only Dan would do something that douchey. But I'm just saying.
But Bubba, he just sent
Ron
50.
DeSantis, they had to bring in Ian to cool him down. He's so hot.
And listen why? Because he just sent those 50 migrants to Martha's Vineyards. He just did one of the best political stunts ever. And
saved their lives from the hurricane.
And did you?
He could say that, could he not?
Well, and did you see all those residents? They had 50 immigrants, and they were sitting there saying "Te amo." They were all out of whack. Yet you look at Texas, we've had 2 million immigrants apprehended at the border. Those are the ones that are apprehended. So you look at San Antonio, they're getting thousands a day. You send 50 to Martha's Vineyard, and it's the biggest story in America. So that's why they're going after DeSantis. He's public enemy number one.
Tim Powell last night, Lummy, gave me $100 in the Venmo
thank you.
to put to my fallen deputy fund. I'm going to get with Jay and Dan, and remember the deputy who got
Hardwick?
Yeah,
in Pellis County.
I'm going to go, and after they get him buried in his
funeral and everything.
I'm going to go to the sheriff and make a donation to his widow. So
we're going to add to that a little bit. The Diaco Law, Diaco Institute of Plastic Surgery.
Thank you, buddy. So we'll have a nice little check for his widow, and then Kenneth Kendall, who is Let's Fudge Some Whores on Twitch, just threw out 50 on the Cash App, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, all at the Bubba Army. The set of letters that Alex Stein refuses to put on his YouTube to promote it. You know what? As much as we won't be on Alex Stein's YouTube, getting a couple, God bless your little hearts out there. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal at the Bubba Army. And Anna, we did hit over 120,000 on Facebook this weekend.
Amazing.
So thank you, everybody. I'm going to blame that right on Charleston. Thank you, Charleston. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Bubba, it's JHM3 from Charleston.
Hey, buddy. See, there you go, Charleston. I love you guys.
Oh, yeah, man. Y'all awesome down there in Florida. Hey, dude, this Alex Stein, man, you got to have him on more often, dude. He's killing it, man. I'll listen to
I'd love to have him, but it's exhausting.
It's awesome.
It's exhausting to handle him. He's just.
I know Bubba was so quick to take his Ambien. He wanted to go straight to sleep. As soon as we got home,
I said, I'm taking
my Ambien. I got to go to sleep. He goes, I stayed up late for you. I'm usually in bed around 7, 6, or what time you go to bed? 6 o'clock?
2:46.
Yeah.
Hey, man, whatever y'all did last night, keep on doing it. You're killing it, Bubba.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, so I actually, Anna, I was like,
you explain 246 to him?
Well, we ate our pizza, and then I started. Now, Alex, you see when I get on my Ambien, I start winding it down. Like, it's like, I start becoming like, like zombie boy.
You were like Artie Lang. You were kind of nodding off a little bit. You were sitting there. You looked, really comfortable.
So then I said, hey, what better way to take Alex down, because he's still shot out of a cannon, than throw him an Ambien. So I said, Alex, here, buddy, you want a good night's sleep? I'm a real pusher. And he's like, no, Bubba, I can still go to sleep natural. I go, I can't understand how you could wind the party that you're on right now. I wouldn't be able to wind that down till like 2 in the morning.
Bubba, I went straight to sleep like a baby. But I'm telling you, the hospitality, I know I keep saying that. I'm not going to keep, beating a dead horse. But, the red carpet was rolled out. I actually felt yesterday like a real true celebrity, Bubba. It was an honor and a privilege. I'm saying he's giving me the Ambien kicker. He's trying to give me the Presto pizza maker. He said, you want me to call a masseuse to come give you a massage before you go to bed? Bubba. Everything. Yeah, merch. I'm telling you, it is unbelievable, Bubba.
Yeah.
It's an unforgettable experience.
There's a lot of footage on our Instagram of the day from Alex and from a lot of other people.
And hey, listen, man, now this is my city. I know that, I'm so humbled by how often I get recognized from all the police officers to just, I wish that iHeart or Beasley would just have watched yesterday's fan interaction on, how big of a brand we truly still are.
Even rolling up to the park, the guy, the first time, even though we didn't get in, that guy remembered you.
Yeah, well, let's recognize me. But Alex Stein, a few of your YouTubers, Alex.
There was a bunch of them.
A few people were. Yes, made me feel very good. A couple
like,
people.
Hey, you're Alex Stein.
Yeah, I got recognized.
I watch you.
All you got to do is wear women's underwear to a city council meeting, and you guys can do it too if you're playing at home. So it was an incredible experience. And I think 2 or 3 officers I said, came up to you, Bubba, said thank you. mean, just the support from the people was insane. I mean, you're loved here, Bubba. They love you down here.